Dandadan, the most chaotic anime that actually makes sense. I don't know how this makes sense. There is no reason Dandadan should work. Aliens, ghosts, curses, romance, teen drama, body horror, and yet somehow it's one of the most confident animes in years. Most shows try to balance genres. Dandadan throws them all into a blender and dares you to keep up. What is Dandadan actually about? At its core, Dandadan is simple. Two teenagers argue. One believes in ghosts, the other one believes in aliens. They both try to prove each other is wrong. Then both of them end up being right. That's it. That is the hook. But here's where it gets interesting. The story never pauses to explain itself politely. It moves fast, confident, almost reckless, and that confidence changes everything. Now, let's be honest. A lot of anime try to be weird just for attention. Random equals edgy, loud equals funny, but Dandadan doesn't feel random. It feels controlled. Every chaotic moment is placed exactly where it needs to be. Every sudden tonal shift feels intentional. 1 second you're laughing, the next you are uncomfortable, and somehow it never breaks. That takes discipline. That takes craft. Here's the real reason Dandadan works. The characters feel real. Momo isn't written like a typical anime main character. She reacts, she gets frustrated, she is stubborn, emotional, human. Bokarum isn't cool, he's awkward, insecure, socially unsure. And instead of making that insecurity a joke, the story treats it seriously. Their relationship isn't instant perfection. It's awkward, misunderstood, gradual, and that's refreshing because underneath all the aliens and all the spirits, this is a story about connection. Here is something people underestimate. Dandadan is genuinely disturbing at times, not in a cheap, shock value way, but in a psychological way. The spirits aren't cute mascots. They are invasive, uncomfortable, wrong. The alien encounters feel tense, not heroic. And the show allows silence. It allows awkward pauses. It allows fear to breathe. That restraint makes the chaos hit harder. Most anime struggle with tone. They undercut tension with a random joke, or they go so serious that they forget to have fun. Dandadan walks a tightrope. The humor comes from reactions, from timing, from absurdity colliding with reality. It never feels like the story stops for a punchline. Instead, the comedy becomes part of the tension, and that's very rare. Visually, Dandadan refuses to look generic. Expressions stretch wildly, movements exaggerated, action sequences feel kinetic and aggressive. It doesn't polish everything smooth, keeps sharp edges. And that's important because this story isn't meant to feel safe. It's meant to feel unpredictable. Let's be real for 1 second. A lot of anime today follow a formula. Clear power system, clear progression, clear genre lane. Dandadan doesn't respect lanes. It blends sci-fi with folklore, romance with body horror, comedy with trauma, and it doesn't apologize for it. The boldness makes it stand out, not because it's louder, but because it's fearless. If you strip everything away, Dandadan, it's about belief. Belief in the supernatural, belief in each other, believe in yourself when you feel ridiculous. It's about being young and unsure, about trying to understand a world that feels strange, and honestly, that theme feels timeless. Dandadan isn't clean, it isn't structured traditionally, it doesn't ease you gently, but that's exactly why it works. It reminds you that anime can still surprise you, still shock you, still make you uncomfortable in a meaningful way. And in a sea of predictable stories, that matters. Is Dandadan genius or just control chaos? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.